I'm about to give a presentation of 17 tips and tricks to raise more money for your congregation for the Unitarian Universalist Association General Assembly. And one of the tips that I put into my presentation, I thought maybe that's too obvious to even make a TikTok about, but I'm going to make it anyway because I think it's something that we overlook. And that is just to practice with another person the delivery of the ask. What are you going to say to get into the ask? How are you going to word it? How's it going to feel coming out of your mouth? What do you do after? Do you practice being quiet until the donor speaks so that you get their actual genuine reaction? Because that's super important, the pause after the ask. Making sure that you're really comfortable with this and rehearsing it as you would a play or something like that you're going to be doing, because anything that you practice, you get better at, right? In Phonathon, which is the world that I started out in fundraising, we called this mock calling practice. And before you ever got on the phone as a student caller, you did hours and hours of mock calling practice. So you would have little cards with scenarios on them for how your partner was supposed to react, and then you were the caller, and then you would switch or whatever. This is extremely beneficial. So, if you did not come up out of a world where you got this kind of practice organically as part of your training, you need to facilitate it and you need to do it. You need to find a friend in the office. You need to practice with your CEO if the CEO is making the ask with you and doing the visits with you. It's just super important that practice and rehearsal becomes part of your routine. Now, I've been doing this for 20 years and I still practice a little bit before I go into an ask situation just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Generally, I can riff. That is the benefit of long, long years of practice, is that you can just be more natural and organic over time. But in the beginning, the rehearsal is really important. It's important because you get it sort of in your muscle memory, but you also, it takes the nerves away. It makes you more comfortable when you're in the moment because you've already done it a few times before. So don't forget about practice. Make sure that you are actually doing that step. Find a buddy to partner with and to practice with. And I promise it will get easier over time and you will get more and more organic and natural.